For this variation of a hitchhiker, we are going to be using a yoga block between our hands to help us maintain our external shoulder rotation in our shoulders while we're working on reaching our arms up and backwards in space. So this is a bit of a stretch for our shoulder as well as a strengthener for the muscles in the back of the shoulders that help us reach our arms overhead for opening our shoulders for things like handstands, bridges, and other back bends. So for this drill, you are going to want a yoga block, and I'm going to show two different ways to do it against the wall. Using a wall is really nice because we can use it for some physical feedback either in the front or back of our body to make sure we're not making this movement happen with our ribs and our chest, and all the movement is coming from our shoulders. So I'm going to show the slightly easier variation first. So if you're someone with tighter shoulders who has a really hard time getting those arms all the way up overhead, they can't quite reach, I suggest doing this with your back to the wall. So I'm going to start scooted with my back to the wall, my hips are on the wall, my ribs are on the wall, the back of my shoulders and my head are on the wall. I'm going to keep all of this contact with my back body touching the wall. I'm going to have a block the long way between my hands, arms are going to stay straight. I'm going to reach that block up as high as I can. And I don't want you just thinking about reaching it back to the wall. We're going to try to reach that block away from our body and then up. So we're shrugging our shoulders a little bit up towards our ears. And we're going to reach that block as far as we can without letting our ribs come off of the wall. Once you've reached up as high as you can, we're just going to do little pulses here for about 10 to 20 seconds, making sure our thumbs are still pointing towards the wall, our arms are straight, and we're not starting to bend those elbows to get that block closer to the wall. I want you reaching that block as far away from your body as you can as you're doing these pulses. If you're someone with a bit more shoulder flexibility, then it's relatively easy for you to get either your fingers or that block to the wall when your arms are facing overhead. You get the hard version, we're going to face the wall. I'm going to do this kneeling because I fit my camera better. So we're going to come all the way to hips, belly, chest to the wall, still holding that block the long way between our hands. Arms are going to be straight, starting with my pinky fingers on the wall. Just like that last version, we're going to lift that block as high as we can first. So you can see my shoulders are going to shrug up towards my ears. I'm going to keep reaching that block up as high as I can and then reach it backwards in space. Making sure my chest isn't coming off the wall. I'm not sticking my butt out. Everything stays pasted to the wall and the only thing moving is my arms. And then double checking, making sure we're not bending our elbows, because sometimes that makes it easier to take that block off, but then we lose our shoulder wrap for our external shoulder rotation. So arms are straight. I'm pushing my block up towards the ceiling and then pulsing it backwards with control for about 10 to 20 seconds.
If you liked this video and you're looking for more free flexibility training advice, there's a lot more where that came from on my website, where I regularly post blog posts with stretching tips, as well as detailed stretch breakdowns like this video. You can check it out at DannyWinksFlexibility.com.